virgins, yes, and they won't go to heaven. Got it.
Yeah, it's to deprive them of, it's to punish them in this world and the next world. That's the best way.
Okay, yes, that makes sense.
Oh, I don't think I can get enough though for the Ayatollah, honestly. It's an empty threat on my part.
Jeff, I'm driving, but did you understand that text? Or did I miss something? Anyway.
I don't know that I got a text.
Oh, okay. There's
Like
another.
how?
It's from Jeffrey, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't understand it either.
Huh?
I didn't understand it either.
Is he okay?
So,
Okay. I thought maybe I missed something.
we'll check with him. I also don't have your phone number, so I didn't know you were the other person on that text.
Well, I just assumed, and I didn't know, but I'm like.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Just make sure he's okay. Okay. From years ago.
B, how's the baby? So the baby is going on the story.
Big time dryness.
Thank God. Thanks, God.
The flag tattooed on his chest already.
You got the flag in the bassinet also.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
You gotta swaddle the baby with the bars and star.
With the flag blanket.
That's right.
Exactly. All about
Oh, you
swaddling.
guys want to see something that I have, but I hide it in my house because my maids come to the house and if they see this, I don't know what they're gonna do to my house and my stuff. I'm gonna take a photo
Sure.
and you guys see.
Sure, us. My house just outed himself as living in an Arab country. Or at least a Muslim one. We're narrowing it down, us. We're going to build a pile. Is that Mickey? I think it is. Hey, Mickey. Hope you're well. Not sure where you are these days, but hope you're safe-ish. Too, Kenny. Any of the other Israelis on here? Yo, Avi, no red alert right now?
No. We had one like an hour ago.
Yeah, I know an hour ago there was.
Well, you got it right though when you said that. It's not an Arab country, but yeah, the next one was right.
Mm-hmm. And now you've eliminated 27 of the 53, so we're getting closer. We'll figure it out here soon.
What did he say though? I forgot what is it Shalom? What did it say?
No, you just said. Oh, what is what? You
No.
something out of detail.
This photo, yeah.
Shalom Aleichem. Peace to you, brother. It's the same as a Shalom Aleichem.
Okay. Nice. I got online on Priceless on secondhand. Somebody got it from Israel. I was like, yeah, I want to.
Saying underneath. A sword. It's interesting. I guess that was art. I guess it was framed at one point. That's the sort of thing that might hang over a door.
Yeah, correct.
I've not seen something like that, really. Oh, Gigi, your other account is here.
Wow, Gigi. Nice breasts. I got a breast reduction.
Oh my God, that's not me.
You sure? Cause
It's totally you.
That is not me. That is not my other account.
is that the old me with someone else's face?
It does kind of look like you.
It does.
Listen, I had a breast reduction, GG2, and it really saved my life. So
I really want to do that. because it's just digging, the straps just dig
God.
into my
The
back.
pain, like,
Ugh.
listen, I would go out to dinner with friends and literally rest my breasts on the table for breaks.
Well, that's what that is. My friend just said to me. She's like, the one thing that you have told me that has always stuck with me. I'm like, what? That when you're depressed, that you need to get closer to God. She's like, no. When you told me, do not lean your bosom on the table. She said, that always stuck with me.
They don't understand why we're doing it. It's like we need a break.
Exactly.
Like, let's rest, please.
Exactly.
It's like
Yes.
carrying 2 big sacks of flour around your neck all day by a string. It's not fun. And also, men, you might think big boobs are fun, but trust me when I say don't fucking touch them. They're sensitive.
I've updated the room title.
But breast reductions, thank you.
So I just found something out yesterday. I would have taken it for me as it was my husband.
I know my
Next
friend wanted to lay on the table. She was like a negative A. She's like, can I just be on the table and take your excess? I was like,
I
absolutely.
know. I could have put it all sorts of places.
I know.
This is totally unbelievable policy that anyone over a C cup was forced to have a reduction because having a D cup or larger perverts men's minds and leads to dancing.
That's true.
Thank you. That's my
Very, very true.
It's true.
Like I might keep my dog.
I think it's in the Quran, in fact.
I'm
Probably
walking my
never
dog.
women.
I'm walking my dog listening to you guys, and this guy just looks at me and says hello. Just because of the.
Say it back to him like that.
I couldn't even hear him. I was listening to you guys.
I mean, Rena, why are you assuming it's your boobs? It could have been your lips.
Yeah, it could have been your face.
So, you guys were right yesterday. I found out. So when I got home, I went to the pool. My penis floats.
Oh my gosh,
Is
I
it
missed
full
that
of fat?
conversation. Thank God.
Thank God. That means it's real. That means you're a real boy.
Oh, that's a real.
Because you love me. Even though I'm white.
I am a big fan of you and your whiteness. Jill, you're married, so I can tell you I'd make an exception. I'd make an exception.
Well, you would have to, because listen, I am so fun, and listen, we're friends after. It's fun. I don't have emotion. I'm fun.
That's the best one.
Right, like I'm soulless half
You have
the
no soul.
way, right?
Yeah, soulless fingers.
But just love me right, and we'll be best friends.
It's okay, Hills. I'm happy. Soulless.
True. We get it. We have some empathy, sort of, if you deserve.
Yeah, if you
If
deserve it.
not, then our laser eyes, we're taking you out. Like we're reptilian on the other side of things, not from this planet. So.
I just had the funniest conversation with the homeless guy. If it wasn't for the seriousness of what was actually going on in the room, I wish you guys could have heard it. Thanks for meeting me.
One.
That time you're going through your texts and you're like, I don't know who you are.
Guys, were there a recent hit on Israel just now?
Yes, just now. They hit Beersheba, they hit Haifa, they hit a number of areas.
Like 25 missiles.
That's what I read.
Why does Trump
So the ladies I'm giving
You're
around
probably
is very autistic. Like me.
Okay, later on we can answer this question. Why the fuck Trump is taking 2 fucking weeks to decide?
It's all, this is all a ruse, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
I wonder why.
I think everything is complete.
Yeah, I think that as well. Because the whole thing, from the time that actually even Elon Musk went out, is actually was suspicious of till now, everything.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, look,
Elon Musk
Trump
goes out, and right away Iran is on this.
being on doesn't really do anything for the
Some have actually, but not many. You're right. But some do actually. And that's the first layer of connection that we have to the whole country, to the start.
Yeah, I feel like unless they somehow start dropping Starlink terminals all over the country, like everywhere.
It was a smuggle. There was a smuggle during the Maxar meeting, and after that.
Yeah. Okay. But then they're gonna have to do better to get people the internet.
Yeah, correct. I'll let you guys know. I'm watching different news and listening to other people. News podcasts and all that. I'll let you know if there's anything coming up.
Oh, that'd be great. What the hell? Twitter's a very dangerous place, folks. Please be careful.
You mean X?
No, I mean Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, ever since it became X, it's good. But it was dangerous, you're right.
I love reading people with broken English. It's fun.
How do we apply for one of these breast reductions?
That's good. Only one breast?
Just for now.
Okay. See how it works out.
Do you know where we can sign up?
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Oh, everybody's coming for the breast reduction stuff.
I think Pikachu is making fun of Jews with his name, and he shouldn't be allowed.
Well, thank you for your allyship, Pumpkin.
Thank you for your concern, Pumpkin. Thank you.
Pumpkin, what do you think of the Iranian policy of, if you were in Iran, they would force you to destroy those God-given Yemenis? What do you think?
I would rape them in their butt.
Oh my God, that's an option. Tag the Ayatollah.
They tried dominating white women over and over again.
Did you pick that up from a grooming gang, by any chance?
You know?
Did you pick that tactic up from a grooming gang?
One of my friends actually, they tried to get her in a van at Southampton Common.
Because I think grooming gangs go for that type of action.
No, they do sell children as little as 7 years old for temporary marriage in Iran, and they don't care if the child has been completely destroyed by a big hairy man, so they might. But I do think that most of the country people do disagree with those temporary marriages, but the trouble is a lot of them agree with it, so it's kind of...
Wait a little bit here. You're absolutely right.
Issues yesterday, Pumpkin? You were having issues yesterday. Did you get to the bottom of them?
What issues? I've got issues all the time. What particular issues are you talking?
There was some that you were on about yesterday. I don't know. Somebody was using some illicit material about you somewhere. I don't know. Did you get to the bottom of it?
Okay, I need to ask the Iranians in the room. Is this an appropriate title? Thank you.
Very appropriate. Very nice.
Okay, good.
And about the girl thingy, you were absolutely right. And again, that's right about the religious side of it. And why 7? Because that was the age where Aisha, the wife of Muhammad, was. So it was allowed in Islam. So, okay, none of the
Some
people.
people say 6. Some people say 7.
Actually, it's 6.
Is it 6 or
6.
7?
It's 6, but apparently he penetrated at 7. That was, I mean, different sources write differently, but most of them say 6. Some they say, I mean, okay, the worst part is that they say 6, he liked it and he got it from Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr was like his best friend, and he was like, wait, I thought you were brothers and everything. Why would you like my daughter? And then he was like, oh, we are brothers in the eye of Allah. It's okay. Things like that. And then he found at 9. That was the worst part. But anyway, however it is, it again has a raid in the roots of the Islam in Iran. And most of us are not religious at all. So we actually fucking hate this kind of culture that's going on. And most of these are happening in the religious cities, like Mashhad, where you have all those tombs and all that shit. So and all these mullahs are actually in charge of these affairs. Not like you would never think that a normal Iranian guy in a t-shirt or a suit would ever do such a thing like that. Never. But those are the ayatollahs and all those towel heads.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm a bottom in like a lesbian relationship, so it would be really bad if, like, they forced my partner to get her breasts surgically removed. That would suck. I think that if they told me all of the crimes they had committed and, like, left me in charge of, like, some capital punishment, I could peg them to teach them a lesson. Yeah, I could do that.
You know what's the funny part? Most of all those protesters in the Harvard University, in the US, here, in Boston, everywhere else, that they were protesting against, Free Palestine bullshit, they were lesbians, they were gays, they were homosexuals, and they had no freaking idea what these people would do to them. It's like the most funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Well, that was what was on The View with Whoopi yesterday, where she was saying it was just as bad being a black woman in New York, in America, as it is to be a woman in Iran.
Wow, said by a multimillionaire, Whoopi Goldberg. Nice privilege you have. Sorry, I'm back. What was it? I missed The View.
I just want to know where my boobs went, where other Gigi went.
Yeah, where'd the boob lady go? It motivated me to walk those big
Why don't you find your boobs?
because I actually can walk now.
I can help you find your boobs. If you send me a picture, I can circle it or something.
Yes, we're all doing that. We all want your phone number and
Yeah,
your Cash App.
Yeah, give it to my back channel, will ya? And please follow me back. Say, join all my clubs.
No, you should follow me back, Hills. Oh, so now you're silent?
Well, yeah, because I'm climbing a really steep hill called Heart Attack Hill. So I don't have a lot of breath, but I can practice talking and walking if you want, but I'd rather not. Respectfully, nothing to do with you. I'm just a little busy.
You know what? Elle was walking yesterday. She was dying as well. And it sort of got me thinking, I just need to go to the gym. And when Jeff was at the gym working out with us, I was like, why am I not doing that? Like, I could go for a walk with you guys.
Yeah, you need to do it. I've been on 9 walks and I can already tell the difference. Clothes are fitting better. And literally, this hill is 3 minutes up, 3 minutes down.
Well, we don't have any hills here.
Well,
So,
mountains.
yeah, we don't have that.
I
Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog to take with you when you?
No. I got 3 psycho dogs. They stay home. That's too much. That's a broken hip. What's wrong after that?
Do you know one dog broke my wrist. The other one took Noah's wrist out. It could be brutal. Your dog pulls a leash in the wrong direction and you're dead.
Good morning, Abby.
Good morning. Well, I'm in a different time zone now. It's after.
Where are you now?
I don't want to say until
Okay.
I'm in a room where there's not an anonymous at the bottom.
Well, I guess we're gonna track you down or
Yeah, they're gonna track me down and find me.
right.
Right. Yeah. You think that's crazy thought? You really think so?
I think so.
Oh, really? You do?
I think so. It's almost like if you tell me your state, it's like, oh my God.
You're shocked. You're shocked that
Don't
that
tell
could happen.
anybody, Abby. Don't tell anybody where you're at.
No, I don't intend to. I can tell you where I was.
Okay, where were you?
I was at the mountain you just see in the picture. That was very cool. Hills. That's a mountain for you.
Oh God, that's
Really
gorgeous.
Which mountain is this, Abby? Which one?
Hills. That's got your name right on it.
Which one?
Germany. Switzerland.
It's called. It's Matterhorn.
one, right?
It's called
3 years ago, Abby. 3 years ago, I climbed Katover in Maine, highest mountain in Maine, under the Appalachian Trail. I was 43, and I'd love to do this one.
You know what I did when I was 43 Hills?
What?
I
Swiss
took
houses.
I took a car up to the top of Cadillac Mountain.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's what I did.
You took
That's
a
what I
car. You took a fucking car.
Switzerland?
Yeah, the Matterhorn.
Yeah.
Where's Cadillac?
So smart.
This is.
Oh, Cadillac's in Maine. It's Acadia.
Have you been to the Grand Teton? Have you seen the
Yes,
Teton?
I skied there. I camped out there. I stayed out there for about 30 days in the backcountry.
So I thought that was the most beautiful mountain I've ever seen until I saw the Matterhorn. And the Teton's like a hill.
Yeah. The Canadian Rockies also are something else, man.
The Rockies in get me there. You mean all the way on the west
In
coast?
Canada, the western part.
Yeah, western part of Canada. Those I haven't seen.
Yeah, those are the Rockies. Those are the Rockies. The Rockies starts at the tip of California and goes all the way up to Canada.
Yeah. I mean,
The most dramatic change in landscape in the world.
where's Whistler is the rock? Would you say that's the Rockies?
Yeah, that's if you look at the map, when you Google map, it starts all the way down from San Diego. Actually, even before in Mexico.
Yeah, Swiss Alps are a
just
bucket
keeps
list for
elevating.
me, y'all.
Right. It's actually a legendary trail for folks who like to do, cross country hikes or whatever.
But I also might take a car to the top.
Abby, what do you think about pegging the Ayatollah before he's home for a train?
I mean, I swear to God, I'm reading a Dan Silva novel with all this shit, right? Just the taking out of all these top military guys and scientists. I think the Ayatollah's spent. I think the guy's drained of strength. The question is his son, because I think the son is a mini-me of Dr. Evil. But I hear the son is worse.
Oh, the son is worse.
Right.
Most people even think that the son is actually handling the country while the father is just being there. And you cannot let this regime stand on. There is no top-up deal. There should not be a top-up deal. Because if this regime, for some reason, survive, they will not let you leave alone, and they will not let us alone.
But how come from
We
within?
need to liberate the baddies of Iran.
Yeah, but how come from within? Right now, you think that there's enough empowerment for the people that they can
I'm
take
not
on?
bullshitting this because I hate the fucker, but I'm telling you the truth. Honestly, 90 to 80% are fucking hating this guy. But because they are so fucking powerful, right now, on every street, there are vans, there are people with guns, there are checkpoints. They will not let any rally to start. So that's why we have to wait a little bit for your guys to keep up fucking all these mosques and these little what you call it? They call the Satad of Basij, which is like one of those tentacles that they have. So it is mostly for serving the people. So the people cannot come out to overthrow the country. They have done it so many times. But every time, they just randomly kill everyone and blind the people and arrest everyone. And even they're asking nobody to take any photos, nobody post anything. They've already arrested so many Iranians over being aside, showing people like the flag of Israel, things like that.
It needs an insurgents from the army. Like it needs a
you're gonna need swaths of the army saying we're not following these orders anymore.
Exactly. Now there are the facts coming along, and the fact that the son of the last Shah was the last thing is like showing like affection to the part that I wanted to be like the king for for a short period of time for this government to be handed over to a democracy government. So if we have that infrastructure, this country is not going to go through shit. But this regime cannot last. If this regime lasts, it's going to be a bad day for me and you guys, honestly.
Well, at this point, Haas, if this regime lasts, though, it's on the Iranian people.
True. They have to rise up.
They're going to have to rise up. And just like the Iranian people could never imagine what Israel's doing right now.
Oh, never. You think these people that you guys took out are small people? These guys were major players, major parts for these guys.
So now the Iranian people are going to have to get through their heads that they actually have the power to rise up and the urgency, because this is the best and last chance they will ever get.
This is the best chance they will ever in a million years they will ever get.
Haas, I have a question for you because I read a little bit about this, and obviously we talked to big is that community population without
it's like 4% of the Iranian people.
Exactly.
It's a tiny percentage of like we're used to the Iraqi Kurds or the Turkish Kurds that are a big portion of the population. The Iranian Kurds are tiny, and most of them don't want independence. They want to be.
Yeah. Most of them don't want to be Iranian. It's just that this regime has been giving them so much shit for the past 46 years. I don't really blame them if they want to get out. But honestly, they will be well off to be as part of Iran. So that will be a decision that I don't know. Maybe the future leaders will make, but I don't really think that they will ever want to go out because they will have much more benefit to be as a nation.
It's interesting, when we speak with Kurds, they say always the Kurds want independence. When we speak with Kurds,
they have every right to be. Under this regime, who doesn't? Honestly.
People have the right to define their own country based on their own culture and their own ethnicity. And I definitely won't support that a minority gets ruled by a majority. I don't care for this, the Persian dynasty, blah, blah, blah.
No, fuck the Persian dynasty. The whole idea of a vagina to be, royal, so whoever comes out of it to be the next king, fuck that shit. But imagine this. If, let's say, just look at the name, Republic Islamic of Iran. What the fuck? Republic means people governing people. When you put Islamic, it means whatever the gods say. So who the fuck are you to want to be questioning God? There's no more democracy. There is no more republic.
But with federalism, you can find a solution.
Sorry?
With federalism, you can find a solution for every minority. There are the Azeris.
Oh yeah.
There are the Baluchis. I don't say that the country needs to get cut in pieces, but the ethnicities need
their own representative in the country, like the United States, something like that. You're absolutely right. But they have to have their own voice in the country.
John
something that
Belushi
you
is
would
not
never know
enough.
about. Sorry?
Never mind.
I don't even think it's some weird Western, like an agenda that we tend to ascribe yearning for independence to the Iranian Kurds. I just think we're used to the Iranian Kurds, the Syrian Kurds, and the Turkish Kurds. At least in the last several decades, have all been pushing for independence.
Bro, we can't hear you.
What's the breakdown? What other minorities take up some percentages over there, Jeff? So you said 4% Kurds. What's another big minority?
You have Christians, you have what's it called?
Baha'i?
Like Sufis, Baha'is, and Sufis, and also you have Jews, you have Zoroastrians, but 97% are so-called Muslims, which they're fake Muslims, trust me.
Yeah, but when you take all minorities together, then you come estimate on 40%.
No.
I saw these numbers. Everyone's supposed better with numbers, but
in reality, it's about probably 20% all the other minorities together. And
You're talking Baloch, Azeri,
everything.
Lords.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, wait. Yeah,
Arabs.
29 Arabs as well. Yeah, we have as well. They're like 68% Persian. I thought you were talking about the Islam sort of percentage. When we talk about the race-wise, 68%, 70% are Persian. I actually recently also Fox News. 68 or 70% are Persian. The rest, 30% are the
I'm saying 56% are Persian.
Oh, okay. All right. Could be around that.
So 14% Azeri, 9% Kurdish, 5% Iraqi, 4% Muslim Irani, 2% Arab, 2% Balochi, 2% Turkish, 1% Bakhtiari, 1% Turkmen, 1% Gujarati, a few Armenians.
Mm-hmm. Some Zoroastrians as well.
That's the breakdown. So it's about 43% non-Persian.
Right. Even in Azerbaijan, in the country of Azerbaijan, they will actually even celebrate Nowruz, all the Persian festivals and all that, while we don't. We will celebrate the Islamic events. It's like we've been captive after the Islam had their war with the Persians, and they took Persians. And we're becoming like Egypt. Like our language was about to go bye-bye. We were becoming like Arabs. You were never Arabs. And so were Egyptians. But now look at Egyptians. They were no longer called Egyptians. They were called Arabs. Because their language is also Arab. I mean, the culture is now Arab. But for us, we had this Ferdowsi guy who made the Shahnameh thing, which is mostly been depicted from Game of Thrones and all that as well. But then that guy preserved Farsi, and once we throw them out, but they have already been mating with all the Iranians all around. So imagine this for a topic. We named our children after generation, named them after our captors and our rapists that came to our country and raped us, and they took us and they brought Islam by force of the sword. And the reason we are Shia is only one, because we just didn't want to accept this, but we had no choice. But we didn't want to be at least labeled with the rest of them. So we made up, honestly, something that we thought, okay, you see, Shia comes from a word Arabic, Shia, which is like the circles of around one person. But it's like you have opposition in every country. So back in that 1,400 years ago, the opposition of Muawiyah was Ali, and they thought they had the right because of the bloodline and everything of the Muhammad. And his son sold it, which is in Tabari, that guy was fucking up. He sold it, and it's documented. That's the bloody funny part. In Islam, it's like everything's documented, but no Muslim has ever gone reading even one verse. They just sit next to other stupid people and they just nod their head and they say, go along. In the book, the son stole it away. The other brother Hussein came up and said, oh no, my brother fucked this up, and then Karbala happened. But then all the way, long story short, that we just picked it up to be not with those people. And then our story became a reality, long story short. And these mullahs came out of it. So even in Iran, it goes Allah, which is like the God. It goes Ali or Muhammad, and then the rest. Ali is in that level, which is the fourth of their imams in the normal Islamic world, which they actually will call us kafir. Like they call us what? Like divided in English. I don't know what's in Arabic, I forgot. So that's why they will say these are like not really Muslim because they're just following something else. I mean, because the book is right. So that is why our country is Muslim. And it's been Muslim like that. And only now we are realizing it. Thank you for technology, this, that, resources, like Tabari, this and that. When you read it and you understand it and you understand, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Which prophet will actually lead 72 or 73 wars? Somewhere around that number. Anyway, I talk a lot, sorry.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, please.
Oh, I'm just checking if I can.
You guys listen to what Netanyahu said about Cyrus freed the Jew. It's time for us to free you.
Yep, it's true.
That's going to be very, very, very sit well with the people of Iran.
It does or it doesn't?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we've been friends for centuries, and I mean, for thousands of years. And these fuckers came along. And we had what the fuck we picked up the fight with Israel in U.S.? I mean, not we, I mean the IRGC. But that was their foundation of their regime. They took the embassy, they just went off this to that. I mean, I don't even feel proud to say it. I mean, imagine in the war of Iran and Iraq, every fucking country helped Iraq. The only country helped Iran was Israel. It's a fact. Check it out. The only country helped Iran, I mean, out of interest of their self over Saddam, but still, it was Israel. That's why all of our people know this. And it's like,
I actually didn't know that.
Oh, because they didn't want Saddam to get like really powerful at one stage. The U.S. helped Iran secretly through Israel with the arsenal that they had in Israel. So Iranian won that fight was called Al-Fajr 8. So if you look back, we had no beef with Israel whatsoever. And in fact, they were the only country who helped us in the war, which they fabricated to sustain their regime. And they killed all their opposition, who actually went for the first topple of the king. So they stole technically the revolution.
Yeah, I mean, there's a long friendship. It is interesting.
You can just repeat what he said. If anyone asks you, just like repeat it.
It's not just size, it's speed. That's all I understood.
Correct.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then we
also,
said the word circumference a lot. Way too
No,
many
it's
times.
also like it is bi-directional. There's also data going out, not just coming in.
Yeah.
TV.
In and
You
out.
speak to your family in Iran, can you talk
In and
about
out,
it?
exactly. How would you remember all
In
those
and out.
times? Oh yeah.
It's through the. I mean, I don't worry. I can't forget. I can't forget after the way that
Please
Mayor
talk to them
explained it.
about the dish.
In and
We
out.
just ruined the word. We just ruined the word dishing forever. It's now.
Yeah.
I think you.
Dishing, at least in here. But yeah, what do you guys think about these 2 weeks that Trump won? Oh my God.
Up to 2 weeks. Up to 2 weeks. Within the 2
Yeah.
weeks.
What a stupid
No,
decision.
it's classic. It's classic Trump. He's basically saying all options are on the table. This is what he does. It could be 2 weeks. We don't know. He's independent. This is classic. I don't begrudge him for this. I
But
think
don't you think that if he's using all those threats and it doesn't come through at the end, he's kind of like become like a dog that barks and doesn't bite for a future event that